Welcome back to my channel. So recently Apple has rolled out iOS 14.2 release candidate, or you may also call it the Golden Master. So basically Golden Master is nothing but the final version of iOS before it's made available to general public if they don't find any bugs or issues. As of now it's available only for the developers and public beta testers. So in this video I'll be covering the bug fixes and what all new features have been added in 14.2 release candidate. But before I start, here's the thing. Those who are upgrading from 14.2 to 14.2 release candidate, this video is for you. However, those who are upgrading from 14.0.1 to 14.2, I have made a separate video on what that particular update contains. So you may check it out here. So let's go straight onto the mobile screen. So as you can see, even the system is telling me to upgrade. So before that we'll just check the current version of the iOS which is installed. So I am on the developer beta and right now it's 14.2. However, if I'm checking in a software update, so this is the iOS 14.2 beta only, but this has been actually improved a lot. So we'll update this. So as you can see here, the size is 3.82 GB. So this one is the iPhone 7. So the size is 3.82. However, on the new devices, you may see a size more than 4 GB or 4.3 GB, I guess. So I'll just click on download and install. So but before that, the battery is only 24%. So I'll need to keep this powered on until the download and the installation is finished. So I'll just get back to you once the installation is done so that I can tell you what all new features have been added. So I'll just click on download and install and I'll meet you after the update is complete. So as you can see, the installation has been complete. Press home to open. So this is he's asking for the touch ID. Software update complete. Your iPhone has been updated to iOS 14.2. So the software update has been done. And this is the Golden Master version of iOS 14.2. So now I'll quickly go through what's new in this. So first thing I'll do is I'll quickly go through what's new in this 14.2 and then I'll come back to the bug fixes which they have done. So starting with the wallpapers, so they have added 8 new wallpapers to the collection. So if you see here, so they have added 8 new wallpapers. So this was one change in 14.2 and they are available in both, that is light and dark theme. So you can change it accordingly once you update your device. So first thing was the wallpaper thing. Second was the 100 new emojis which Apple has actually. So if you see here, you will be able to see 100 new emojis. So I'll not go into depth of which emoji has been added because it's actually time consuming because there are 100, not 2 or 3. So yeah, this one's new one. So whatever I'm getting, this is the new, this one's new. So yeah, it's up to you actually. Once you update, you can check all the new emojis. So this was the second thing. Third thing is actually the camera, because it now basically this is iPhone 7, but the new version of iPhones, they'll have one magnifier here in the camera app. So what does it do? That is actually whenever you open the app, this thing can actually measure the height of the person, but it works only for the devices that have a LiDAR scanner. So may it be the iPhone 12, which is the latest rolled out iPhone, even that doesn't have a LiDAR scanner. So this function will not work on iPhone 12 either. So only the phones that have a LiDAR scanner here, it will work. So this doesn't have, and either it's iPhone 12, it's iPhone 7, it's too old. So I cannot see the update here. Coming on to the fourth update, so it's actually for the latest models, that is iPhone 12 and latest models that support MagSafe accessories. So actually Apple is launching a leather sleeve for these devices having MagSafe. So the support for the sleeve and MagSafe has been added in this update. So maybe in the coming days you will be able to see the leather sleeve. So this update has already been added. Now the fifth thing is the AirPod thing. Actually I don't have AirPods, so I can't show you, but what they have done is they have given the optimized charging feature in this 14.2, especially for the AirPods. Unfortunately I don't have AirPods to show, but optimized battery charging means your AirPod will actually learn your daily charging routine. So even if you keep them on charging for the entire night, it reduces the battery charging time so that it doesn't reduce the battery life, so which normally happens due to aging. So in short, it doesn't overcharge your battery. So that was the fourth thing. Sorry, that was the fifth thing. So sixth is the sound and haptics. So in sound and haptics, you can see headphone safety here. So here you will see a headphone notification. So basically, if you're listening music beyond the preferred audio levels, your iPhone will automatically measure the decibel levels and warn you with a notification that decibel level is high, and it will turn down the volume. So this one's a great feature. Although there's this option called reduce loud sounds, it works the same way actually. So if this is turned on, you will actually notice the difference when your headphones are connected to your iPhone if compared to the headphones connected to other devices, because this has this reduce loud sound feature. After this is the AirPlay controls here. So this has been updated again. So in this you can actually connect multiple Apple devices available with you seamlessly, and they will appear here in this box. So may it be the AirPods or the HomePod or the iPad, they will appear here. So this actually has been made easy, so giving control for every device here itself in one place. The next update is the HomePod update, which again I can't show you, but actually they have added an intercom facility for the HomePod Mini and the HomePod. So basically, whenever the HomePod is out, like whenever it's for sale, you'll get to know the intercom facility. So that actually has been added in the 14.2. So next thing is the bug which Apple has fixed regarding the push notification for iOS updates. So as soon as you are unlocking your device or swiping down from the notification panel, you used to get a notification stating that iOS needs to be updated. So the same one which I was showing before I updated this. So it was actually very irritating because it used to pop up 10 times. So even if I'm doing something like swiping from here to here, it was popping up saying that the iOS needs to be updated. And for many users actually, it was noticed that whenever they are going into system and checking for updates, it was showing that the current iOS is up to date. So that was a bug which they have fixed. Also now this phone is currently on 14.2, so now it won't show me that iOS 14.2 update, because that actually was a bug. So you will not receive any pop-ups now going forward. So the next bug that was fixed is the apps which were displayed out of order in the docks. So here there were apps that were displayed out of order. Even the So that has been fixed. Even the camera app which used to display actually a black screen. So whenever I am opening this, I got nothing in the preview, that is the viewfinder, but only I used to get a black screen. So this again has been fixed now in this update. So it wasn't happening for everyone actually, but yeah, many users actually reported this. So this has been done. Next is the lock screen password. So whenever I am entering, so whenever I want to enter any password here, so many users reported that they were having touch issues, like you're touching a particular number to enter the password, like say suppose I'm touching 0 and it wasn't responding, or responding late, or it was touching actually a particular other number. So I'm pressing on 0, it first of all it won't used to take that I'm touching it, or I'm touching it right now and after 1 second it used to appear, or I'm pressing 0, it used to get typed as 4, 2, 3, any whatever number, any number. But so this was the major issue there. So that again has been fixed. So next thing is the reminder application bug. So is the reminder, yeah. So this has been fixed. So in many cases, whenever you are setting the reminder on a particular date, so the application used to jump to the default date. So that has been fixed. So now whatever date you are setting, like whatever date you are scheduling, the same date will remain on the software, on the phone. It will not jump to the default date. Default date as in the manufacturing date of the iPhone. It used to jump there. So many users actually reported this issue. So this again has been fixed now. Also the widget app, actually I don't use any widgets apart from these two, but here whatever information I'm seeing right now, it wasn't displaying. So even this has been fixed. The next thing is the voice memos. If you see here, so now I don't have any recording. So the issue was whenever you are recording voice on any voice memo and you receive a call, it used to actually interrupt your recording. So that actually has been fixed. So the voice memo part was done. So next is the bug fixed in Netflix and Amazon Prime app. So whenever you are opening these apps, it was displaying the dark screen. So as and how I am opening the app, the audio is perfect, but the video itself is not showing correctly, or I can see a blank screen there. So that has been fixed for the Netflix and Amazon Prime. So next is the Apple Watch. So many users reported that whenever they were trying to open the application, it used to crash. So that was solved. And last thing is the wireless charging issue. Actually it was a software issue where the devices were not able to charge even if the phone was connected. So that may have been fixed because this phone doesn't support wireless charging. So even I don't know whether it has been fixed. It was registered as a bug before I just checked what all bug fixes are there. So it was mentioned that they have fixed the bug. However, this I don't know exactly if it has been fixed. So those who are using devices that support wireless charging, please do let me know down in the comments. So these were all the bug fixes in iOS 14.2 release candidate. If you wish to remain on this stable version of iOS and opt out of the beta version, all you need to do is head on to the settings, click on general, scroll down till profile, click on this profile and hit remove. Once the profile has been removed, you will continue on the iOS 14.2 stable version that will be available to public in I guess next week or two. So that's all with iOS 14.2 release candidate. I hope you have found this video helpful. Please do hit the like and the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.